Hi, my Aries. Welcome to your August monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I also want to thank my new and old subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support, for your kindness, for your likes, for your shares. Most importantly, for leaving comments and communicating with me. I love getting to know you all, and I'm really grateful to have you be a part of my channel and community. I also want to apologize for getting your reading late. I'll just say it's been a month, so we're gonna go straight into it. If you find at any time that this reading doesn't resonate, especially with your sign, look to your other placements: Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, North Node, or any other placement you feel intuitively guided to look at. So we will start. Oh, and last thing, my readings are timeless. I put them out at the time that I do them, so that's why I label them by month. But know that whenever you find them, there is a message for you. So let's see what guidance, what messages the universe has for my Aries. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of this month? Thank you. We have step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. You all are cardinal signs apart from Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer. So you initiate a season. You initiate the spring season up here in the Northern Hemisphere. Wow. So there's a need for action. Either that or you guys are itching to start doing, to start moving, and you're ready. And I know we've had a lot of Earth energy. Mars especially was in your ruling planet. It was in Taurus for a while, and it just transitioned into Gemini. And so many of you, I feel, have the energy to do things, new things. I'm hearing like shake it up, just to try something different. Perhaps you're bored of the same old routine of doing the same things, repetition, and leaving your comfort zone is going to allow you to start learning new things, to start, I'm hearing like bending the wheel. I don't know what that means. To start allowing yourself to be pushed and tested and to stretch those limits. Check out what your North Node is first and which house it's at in your natal chart. When you calculate it, your birth chart, it'll tell you, because that's where you're going to feel the most discomfort. Your South Node is what you've done before in karmic past lives, what you're used to, and your North Node is your destiny, what you're here to step into. And we can take the tools and the skills and the experiences we've learned using our South Node in the North Node too to help balance that. Right now, the collective, we have the nodal points in Taurus, the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio. So there may be elements in your own natal chart as well as the collective to do things that are different. And so that may mean take a look at your sign, again, your North Node sign, and that'll give you more hints about how to do this and expand. And it could also mean, practically speaking, without consulting any charts, just doing things differently, shaking it up, imbibing some of that Uranus energy and approaching the things that you do differently. Maybe you need a switch up in your workout routine. Try something very different that you've never done. Maybe work is mundane and you're doing the same tasks. Ask to do something different. Perhaps take a proactive approach and join or collaborate with someone else on something that's a little bit out of your scope to learn. There's a need here to first decide how you want to do this and then to take this first step. And it doesn't have to be big. And we have a new moon coming up too in Virgo, but that could give you some time to plan, to focus more on the details on what you want to do, and to initiate this change. This is really, I'm getting like just a passionate, I almost wanted to say impetuous energy. So just be careful of any impulsivity and of just doing things just to get out of a rut. Okay. Let's continue on. I just get Aries with all of this energy, your energy. Some of you are feeling restless. I feel like you want something fresh and new in your life. And again, you know what's interesting? It's not so much what's happening in our physical world, in the exterior, but in our mindset. It's when we make that mindset shift, everything around starts to change. Okay, let's shuffle. What messages does the universe have for my Aries, please, for this month? What do they need to know? Okay. Wow, we got Earth School. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. I think Aquarius and an Earth sign got this. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So if you have any of those placements in your chart, you may want to check out their reading. So you right now, some of you could have your North Node in Taurus, because we're going through that transit right now until July 2023. And the last one we had was Gemini Sag, or Sagittarius Gemini. And next year, actually, the North Nodes will be in July 2023 transiting into Aries. Aries North Node, Libra South Node. So right now, some of you may be at this point where you're feeling this call to start entering your North Node. What it is you're here to do. Some of you may be feeling a call, a shift to separate, to leave what it is you're doing. You may not even be interested anymore. May feel like this isn't working for me anymore. Please excuse my communication. I'm having just major throat chakras, and I've been working on it. I know it has to do with Mercury. We're coming up into the shadow period of this retrograde, and I'm like stop and go with my communication. So some of you may be around your mid 30s right now, 35 to 38. A lot of times this is activated when we start feeling the pull towards our destiny and towards transitioning in this area of our life. So some of you may be around that time, or simply reassessing. Some of you may have recently spiritually awakened. But I'm just getting the sense of restlessness that what you have right now in your life, which it doesn't have to be bad, it doesn't have to be negative, it just is not resonating in the same way. You're wanting something deeper, you're being pulled, almost like a magnet I'm getting. Some of you may not feel content in the relationships you're in, all types, friendships especially, romantic partners, the hobbies that you do, the people and the things that you put your energy and time into. The same with work. Some of you just feel like you need to do something different. And right now you're going through this. Right now is a time for expansion, for growth. Some of you may be returning back to school, literally like higher education. Although Earth School as we have it here is a school in itself, because you learn so many lessons and it's not an easy incarnation. Earth School is probably the hardest among all planets, because you can repeat cycles until you learn lessons. So it could be several hundred to thousands of lifetimes. Anyways, some of you may be tapping into ninth house energy here. Some of you may be wanting to travel, expand your horizons, learn new things, going back to school or studying something, like enrolling in a certificate program, a trade school program, a boot camp of sorts. There's something about taking your own growth to a next level. Okay, I was gonna say, can I get more? We got loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Yeah, I'm getting spiritual awakening here. Perhaps dark night of the soul for some, but I feel like many of you have just started this recently, those that I'm connecting to. Some of you may feel like you're losing control in your life because things are shifting, things are changing. Be careful, because I know during the dark night of the soul and even during spiritual awakenings, especially your initial one, things can seem like a shock. Things can seem very different. It's like you're the same person, but you're not. It's literally like you've been dropped into the life that you were living, but you're like, wait, something doesn't feel right. And some people turn to different mechanisms to numb, to process, to get through this while they try to make sense of everything. And it's not easy. There's a sense for you all to connect spiritually right now, to go within, to find and open that channel. Tap into it, I should say, because that channel is always available to source, the divine, to the universe, God, and to your spiritual team. If you are interested in connecting to ancestors, angelic beings, and other beings that support you during this incarnation. Nature and water. Some of you may be having dreams in which you are experiencing fears that are coming up, loss of control and surrendering. A lot of 8th house scorpionic energy, Pluto. So be careful as you navigate this, because these life lessons are not easy. When you start going into your North Node, especially if it's not meant to be comfortable. It's not meant to be a piece of cake. It's hard. It could be challenging because it's the polar opposite sign of what you've always been accustomed to. And so you're stepping into something literally brand new, and you may have gotten glimpses throughout your life, but some of you may be feeling pushed. Any other messages, please? This is about stepping into your destiny, into your power. You're being called. Right away, I'm getting that. And some of you are freaking out. I'm getting that energy of just like, oh, no, no, no. But be careful, because when you resist, it keeps coming. Sometimes when you just let go, literally, look at these two beings. They're literally letting go. No resistance. It's like diving through. That's the type of energy to embrace with this, almost like a flow. Let go and let God. That's a big thing people say. It's essentially to surrender, and that can be hard. Some of you may have major placements in 8th house, because I'm sensing like a grip, a control, and we have it here too. Some of you may be dealing and healing from dysfunctionality, dysfunctional upbringings, addictions of all types. I got narcotics, eating, substances, substance abuse, alcohol. I get overspending too, money. A lot may be happening right now and coming up. Okay. What other messages? What else does the universe want my Aries to know at this time? Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Quite a lot. These are the soul path destiny cards. Excuse me. I just took a drink. Ooh. We got great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Something about taking a risk and leaping into this. Do you notice this? Step out of your comfort zone. Be bold and make the first move. Take a risk, venture forward. You're being pushed, and a lot of you are like, no. Ironically, we have reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Staying focused. Hold the course. Desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Yep. Knew this would come out. There's something about trusting, and you guys are holding on tight. Okay. This is a whole new chapter for you all, and this is about, yeah, you're tapping into your soul purpose, your mission, what you're here to do. A lot of you, this is going to resonate with a select few, a certain group of you, of Aries. So, yeah, you're guaranteed to reach your destination. In other words, you're going to succeed, but you're still at the very start. I'm sensing that. And so you may be getting glimpses, you may have dreams, and it's about enjoying the journey, because that's where you're learning the lessons and where you're actually experiencing life, right? Experiencing the experiences, meeting people, learning, doing things, advancing, making mistakes, learning from those and moving on. It's like your light was activated. I say lighthouses. Your light may have been turned on like a switch, and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel different. It's that type of energy, because you're being called to step into your North Node, to step into your destiny for this lifetime. There's something about expansion here and focusing on what you do have, the abundance that you have, and about staying focused. Again, this has to do with not numbing out. Some of you need to tap into your body. There's a need to tap into your emotions in your body and feel what you're feeling, because stuff is going to start coming up, healing. Because we have desert here. And there's a lot of pathways here. Do you see that? You guys are about to start this new journey in your life. And it could, I'll just tell you, when you step into this, a lot of things can shift. But there's no need to fear, because it's all part of a bigger plan that we all chose when we came here. Each of us wrote this into our own contracts. But abundance, love, gratitude, joy, when you focus on those, that's what's going to expand in your life. So some of you may need to balance that with some coping mechanism, something you're doing to numb yourself. Perhaps instead of going for your usual escape, you could try writing in a gratitude journal, or going out in nature, or meditating, or doing something that's going to allow you to clear your mental energy, and also the energy that you have within, because you all have a lot of zest, passion, fervor, a lot of fire in you. You are a fire sign, and you are the first sign of the zodiac wheel, and you're always getting ready to move, to initiate. So there's a need to burn that off, if you will. So if you have not, Virgo season, we're a day before it's supposed to start at the time of this reading. This is a great time to build a routine of exercise. And this has nothing to do with vanity for whatever reason, but this is to really balance out your energy. And also too, it could provide an outlet for some of you, because it's about balancing the physical, practical, earthly being with your spiritual side. And right now you're also being called to connect to something higher than you, to a higher power, if you will. Okay, we're gonna grab some tarot and see what other messages the universe has for you. Some of you may be feeling impatient because you want to complete this like now. But there's a sense of patience here. We get it with grace and gratitude, and also staying focused. There's a need for having patience with yourself as you go through these life lessons. Think of like what you're experiencing, this journey that you're starting in your own personal life, as a grad school of sorts. What messages, what additional messages and guidance does the universe have for my Aries, please? What else do they need to know? Thank you. Wait, we got this one out. Oh, okay. Okay, bottom of the deck. Look, we got Queen of Wands. This is passionate, vibrant, proactive energy. It's like you're getting ready. You recognize your spark. It's almost like you know your light is shining. It's been turned on and you're getting ready. We got the Page of Swords. This is air energy. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. The Empress. This is Venusian energy. Some say just Taurus. I say Libra as well. Ace of Pentacles, Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Nine of Pentacles. This is Earth. So you're about to start something new. Perhaps there's a new idea, some creative adventure, some new opportunity that's going to bring in balance in your life. I feel also a deep connection, perhaps more beauty, more feeling, more connectedness. And this is, I feel strongly with your stability. It could be with finances, with work. It also taps into your North Node, to your destiny, to your soul mission, your purpose, and that could overlap with work. It doesn't necessarily have to, but it's definitely spiritual. You're being spiritually and divinely guided. So again, some of you may be involved in spiritual careers, or suddenly you're like, I was a banker or an accountant or a lawyer, and now I'm being called to read tarot, study astrology, or the occult, or whatever it is, make teas, herbs. So some of you may be making a very big switch, because we see herbs here hanging. Some of you may identify as a witch. I just got that. You may enjoy making or drying herbs, flowers, teas, tinctures, oils, a lot of wellness, body care. This is a time to combine the use of your spiritual side, your intuition, in getting that information in that way, with also your practical side. Some of you are going to come across people, resources, ideas, downloads that are going to help inform you on this path. Some of you may be moving. This is about taking care of yourself too, but some of you may be making a move, or all of a sudden you find yourself just moving. Whether it's we get here distance just with the globe, but it could be just another home within the same town that you're in, or literally across another jurisdiction, like a state or some other territory or country. But there's a need to connect to yourself and nurture yourself, because Venus, this Venusian energy, is very much about the feminine energy, the divine feminine. And some of you have been in your masculine energy for so long. And this is going to create the balance for you. Some of you may have, I'm getting mother wounds, may need to self-parent, self-mother, nurture yourself in that way. And this is going to help you balance things out, especially as you work on the spiritual aspects of your mission, while also integrating this into the practical daily earthly life that you have. But this is about building. This is with the Page of Swords and with the Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot of new inspirations coming. You're going to be getting, or you may have already gotten or seen, synchronicities, signs, messages, repeating numbers, things that are just, you feel like they're answering your questions, but they're coming through people, through books, maybe billboards, TV, radio. You just hear these messages because we have a lot of communication here with birds and also with the lights, with the light bulbs. You may all of a sudden realize that you answered your own question. You're like, oh my gosh, I know the answer to this that I was wondering about for so long. But this is big. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is a huge turning point for you all. It's going to be different. And this is going to lead to the abundance. Because we saw that here. Reaching your destination, success, joy and gratitude expands. This is all tied to your abundance. When you step into your North Node, it naturally, it's like soul alignment. And when we're aligned to what it is our soul is calling us to do, it brings in abundance. And that's not just money. Love, friendships, contentment, joy. It's like, it feels like this is what we're supposed to be doing. Can we clarify the loosen your grip card, please? We're going to clarify that oracle card. Can we clarify the loosen your grip card? Of course we get a few cards. We got the Hierophant, Taurus energy, more Venusian energy. Wow, Major Arcana, another one, the Hermit, Virgo energy. Oh, holy cow, you guys got 3 Major Arcanas. The Tower card, Scorpio, Pluto. And the 8 of Discs, this is Pentacles, Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Major change. Again, this is exactly how sometimes, again, I'm getting spiritual awakening. There was some type of forced change here. A lot of them happen after some type of trigger, some type of trauma event. Not always, but something like that usually precedes it. The death of someone that you loved, that you cared about, a divorce, a breakup, some major shakeup happened. It could have had to do with work. Perhaps many of you were fired, laid off, or you left a job suddenly. It doesn't have to be suddenly, but I just got that. Because here we see someone almost rebuilding and focusing on their abundance, on their stability, on their value. And a lot of you are being called to go within. This usually happens after a spiritual awakening. You go within to connect not just to source, to your higher power, but to yourself. That's where you're going to get a lot of the answers. Also to recoup and make sense of what the F just happened. Hierophant 2 is about tradition and order, structures. So some of you are very much examining your life right now, wondering like what the hell just happened. It may have felt or may feel like you have just been transplanted into one of those post-apocalyptic movies. You're like, wait a minute, did time just take me into the future to some weird world that I don't even know what it is about? Some of you may be coming across or will soon come across like a mentor, spiritual guide or teacher that's going to help you. And these, it doesn't have to be a formal teacher where the person's like, hi, I'm so-and-so, I am a guide. It could be simply another human or people on your path that are going to help you and guide you as you start walking this path. Because look at this, there's a lot of paths here, you see? Many of you are just at the start of this. You see the gates just opened? You have all just started this journey. And of course, with a lot of this earth energy, we get it now with the nodal points, with the North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio. We got Scorpio here. Something had to change in your life, and this was it. I'm getting strong spiritual awakening here. We got the universe here watching. The foundation you were on, the path you were on, it had to go. It wasn't sturdy enough. So these 4 cards were clarifying the loosen your grip. So some of you really held on or have been holding on tightly because of all these changes and abrupt endings, perhaps, and new beginnings that are starting because they happen pretty quickly. What can you tell us about making the first move, taking a risk? What do my Aries need to know about being bold and taking this risk? What is this about, this new adventure? High Priestess, look at that. Yeah, this is definitely spiritual. You got I'm getting a lot of spiritual signs and senses here. This is about coming into balance within yourself, bringing your life into balance, stepping into your path. You're being called to really cultivate your intuition, but also your feminine energy as well. This is about taking care of yourself, similar to this energy that I pulled earlier. Tap into your emotions as well and connect to who you are. Can we get clarification on the Empress, please? 10 of Swords. So some of you had an ending. It could have been in a job situation or in a relationship, but some ending that was very painful. It made you more resilient, and I feel like positive things are only going to come from that situation, but nevertheless, it still caused pain in ways you didn't imagine. It was very hard. It was a challenge. That's why there's a need to focus on yourself. Super need to retract your energy from anyone else right now and put it on yourself, to self-care. A lot of Virgo energy too. Update your wellness routines. Clear out anything that doesn't serve you. People, places, things. It's important to maintain the integrity and the energy of you, to protect that. Because right now, when you start these types of soul journeys, spiritual awakenings, it's very easy to be vulnerable to people that don't have your highest good in mind. What guidance does the universe have? What guidance does the universe have for my Aries, please? What guidance does the universe have for my Aries? I feel like they turned over, but none. No cards turned over. What guidance does the universe have for my Aries, please? Okay, thank you. Okay, so your guidance. We have the Queen of Discs, Queen of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. Again, you're getting a lot of Taurus in here. Some of you may have major Taurus placements, or your North Node may be in Taurus. Chariot, Cancer. Shitload of major arcanas in your card. Look, Death. You not only had the Tower card, you had Death as well. Scorpio, Pluto, endings. Knight of Discs, more Earth. 3 of Discs, more Earth, the Sun, Leo. Some of you may have heavy placements in Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, especially Taurus. I'm also sensing as well, this could be around work situations, but I'm getting your soul mission. So your advice is to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, tend to yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles, of Discs, makes sure that she has her foundation, she has her emotional stability, all her shit in order. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's empowered. She calls back her power. She surrounds herself with energies that are kind, that are loving, that take care of her just as she takes care of them. She's very intuitive, and she pays attention to that. She listens to herself because she trusts herself. She also loves herself and takes care of herself, nurtures her body, soul, and mind. She has the key. She's got the answers. In other words, it's not being led by ego, but she's very connected to source, to divine, and she trusts herself. So she consults her intuition. She's also very grounded, very loving. So you're being called to embody that. A lot of self-care. Some of you may really need to focus, really like retract your energy from others and put that on you. With the Cancer energy, again, similar energy like that, but that's leaving situations behind and putting the energy on you. Because Cancer, one of their shadows is kind of overlooking themselves and putting all the focus on others. Perhaps at times, like this card suggests, to cope, to avoid dealing with what it is they need to, whether it's healing or something that's going on in their life. So there's a need to focus this energy on you. Take control of your life, take your power back. Whatever situation that may have caused this awakening or may have caused this tower moment or instability, you're being called to take back your power. Don't let those people or situations affect you. Something definitely ended, but with every ending, there's a new beginning. You're on the start of a beautiful, and I'll just say earth energy, especially Taurus. It's very slow. So you are building something and creating something very strong with longevity. That's why it's almost like the impatience I sensed earlier. Some of you maybe are fighting this Taurus energy because with Mars, especially if you have it in major placements, I'm assuming your sun, but it could be in any others, you may want to go, go, go. And you can take control of certain elements in your own soul journey and do that, like taking control of your healing, cleaning up your life in different ways, whether it's your physical environment, your energy, the people you hang around with, what you do. But this is taking action, because you see the little fire here and the map. This is really taking control and proactivity with your journey, being responsible. You're an active participant, active co-creator in this. Some of you will be coming together with others. You're going to be calling in soul tribe members. You're going to start meeting people that vibrate at your frequency. If you've had people fall away from your life or people slowly moving away and you weren't sure why, because we have with the tower here too, but in general, with awakenings, it's essentially the universe clearing those people out of your life. Sometimes it's done, the contracts are done, and other times those people will come back because you may have more things to learn, or they are part of your soul group that will continue along until your incarnation ends here. So I'm feeling like community, working with others. People are going to start coming in and they're going to help you in your life. And we have the sun here. This is your guidance. This is also a need to connect with other like-minded folks, I'm going to say. But they may not look or be like the similar types of people you interacted with. So just keep that in mind. With the sun, this is the happiest card. It's to focus on the positive, similar to this card about reaching your destiny, reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly, and also gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. It's about very much switching your mindset. And this is going to be something that may evolve slowly over time, which is perfectly normal. It's okay. This is to focus on the good, on the positive, on your loving energy, on who you are, because many of you have that passion, that resilience, that loyalty, that protection, not just for yourself, but for others. A lot of blessings coming. It's about looking ahead and not behind in the past and focusing on things that didn't work out. Okay. Let's see what else. What else does the universe want you to know for this month? What else? What other messages does the universe have for my Aries, please? Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. This is the echoing message here of, Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Right now you're going to be going through experiences on this spiritual journey, on the roadmap to your North Node, to your destiny, stepping into your mission. And it's going to only make you stronger. You guys are a very, very strong sign, very independent, and you guys have just, with all of these cards that you've got, I just get a lot of strength and resiliency because there's been so many life lessons and so many things happening, and you're going to overcome this. I strongly feel that. Okay. We're going to see what messages the dragons have. Dragons are beautiful creatures. Their energies are all about balance, transformation, and helping us to see truth in everything and also be truth. We got Lord Cthulhu. You're ready. I heard. You're ready. You're stepping into what you're supposed to do. This is like about making the best of situations that didn't go in the way that you wanted to. But there's about, you're cultivating your own power right now. A lot of you I'm getting magicians. A lot of you are strong manifestors, but I feel like a lot of you naturally cultivate and are able to utilize and use like different elements, elemental energy, and energy itself. You're able to manipulate it easily. Some of you, I got witch earlier, especially with this card, the Nine of Pentacles. For some reason, I got witch. I don't see that with everyone. Some of you may be called into, again, titles are not that important, but into healing services more. Again, earlier I mentioned, I just got a distinct difference in what some of you are doing and what you're being called to step into and where your interests are going. I'm getting a lot of magic, a lot of transformation. So we're going to take a look. It's interesting because this is on page 99, which adds up. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So you may be seeing nines, which are endings. And we have here 1010 completions. And this adds up to it too. So there's a balancing. When Lord Cthulhu first arrived, he lost no time informing me who he was. I am a dragon elder and spokesdragon for the Galactic Council. He went on to say, if you desire to be able to hold the energies of the 5th to 7 dimensions, you need to be clear of all of your earthly woes and fears and your deep need for control. Your light bodies need to be in alignment with those of the earth and the astrological light matrix. Only then will you become a tool and a tuning device to lift the energy of the planet. As more of you gather together to do this work, the greater will be your chance of bringing lasting peace to earth. Lord Cthulhu went on to explain why the dragons are here collectively. We have come because lasting peace is achievable on earth. There are other galaxies beyond your human understanding at this time where it has happened. We dragons are as old as the universe itself and have encountered and witnessed humanity in all its guises through the ages. You are the change. Isn't that interesting? There's, again, some of you are working through fears, surrendering control. Also, I'm getting scorpionic energy with you all. You may have your Chiron in Scorpio or 8th house, or have other 8th house placements in your chart. But there's a lot of change here. Taking a risk, venturing forward. Be bold, make the first move. There's a lot of change happening and you all are part of this. Some of you initiate changes as part of your soul contracts and are the harbingers of change. That's why you've gone through so many challenging experiences in your life to adapt to this and to learn. Let's get a self-love oracle. We're wrapping this up, you all. Your reading's a little bit on the longer end. Oops. What self-love messages does the universe have for my Aries, please? There's a lot. Okay. Some of you have a lot of questions right now. And ooh, did you see that? My hand felt like it had Mars energy. It just shot that card out, and I didn't even do it on purpose. Okay, we're gonna take them all. Many of you, I feel, have a lot of questions right now, especially as you're learning to utilize your gifts, cultivate and nourish them, because it all goes together. Taking care of yourself helps you lean into your intuition and listen and accept those nudges, because we don't do that when we're in our masculine energy. We're busy with our head and our logic working. You got share light, a lot about light. Hold on, there it is. Like I said, you're stepping into your power, you all, when you step into your North Node. But look, your light is shining brightly. And we have here, share light. Share your trials as well as your triumphs. Your stories benefit you in the telling and others in the hearing, spreading the light of transformation. Woo, you guys, like I said, are harbingers of change, transformation. Some of you may have, I was going to say Aquarius, but I'm getting a lot of Uranus energy. You may work with dragons too already. Okay, I'm going to put it up here since we can't see. Conquer fear. And look, you got dragon here. Most fear is based on illusions, on truths we deny to avoid change. Release your need for control and perfection. Doing your best is plenty. Another card about control. Some of you are holding tightly right now to what you have and are fighting this Tower card. Where is it? You're fighting this Tower energy. The same with this Death. Some of you are not letting go of things that have to leave your life right now. And this is the hard part, because I feel like you know, deep down, you know what you have to let go, what you have to move on. And if you don't, universe is going to intervene. That's all I'm going to say. Some of you are scared because you're like, okay, if I leave this job or this relationship, what's going to happen? Am I ever going to find people who care about me, whether it's friendships or a romantic partner or a job that gives me security and happiness and joy? And this is the part of trust, right? With this message, trust there's a divine plan. This is the focal point for you all. We have rest. This is tapping into the feminine energy. Divine timing is always spot on. Surrender control and take a break. Are you guys getting a message here? Surrender control. Create. Again, feminine energy. Everyone has the ability to create a life of joy. It is our birthright to manifest our desires, our hopes, and our dreams. Do you see this energy here? God, there's so many. Okay. This card, these have no zodiac signs, but this card is very reminiscent of Taurus energy. Do you see the belly? Taking care of herself. You guys are birthing a new creation. Some of you may literally be birthing children or getting ready to expand your family in whatever way that means to you, whether it's adopting animals or children or bringing in children or taking care of others. There's a nurturing vibe here, but there's a need to take care of yourself too, because this is what's going to help you gain that creative spark in your life. We have heal. This starts when we awaken. There's healing that has to be done. We're aware of it. You guys may be seeing unicorns because I saw a unicorn somewhere else in here. There's a unicorn somewhere else. Oh, there it is. Okay, in the sun card here. Right here. Some of you may work with unicorn energy, or that may be your spirit animal. Wounds need to be acknowledged before they can heal, especially those unseen. Give yourself the time, space, whatever is necessary to regain your wholeness. Remember your spark. Yep, this is your destiny calling, you guys, your light. You are here for a divine purpose. Remember it, or redefine your purpose for yourself. Wow, these messages are very clear. I think that one of the best ways, and it could be hard for you all because I feel like many of you are in your masculine energy and have been for a long time, and you're used to doing and accomplishing and creating from that framework, from that energy. But right now you're being called to tap and lean into your feminine energy, resting, healing, tapping into your intuition, and they may be uncomfortable. Some of you may have water energies, perhaps Cancer in your North Node, even like I said, Taurus, perhaps Libra, getting Venusian energy, but also water. There's something about your light here. Your light has been activated, been turned on. There's no going back after this. Let's get some spirit animal guidance. Oh. What messages do these spirit animals have for my Aries, please? Thank you. Again, we have a 9 here with rest. We have elk, nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Again, about challenges. You guys were here. A lot of you picked a very hard incarnation, this earth. I'm tapping into, the life lessons that you've experienced, what you've gone through in your life, the hardships, the challenges. I'm getting goosebumps. The adversities have been extremely difficult. Very difficult. You chose to learn a shitload. Some of you are, wow, I'm getting chills. Some of you have a big ass light here, big ass purpose to to serve here. Your mission is big. Don't let that scare you. Just remember one step at a time. That's it. If there's any mantra that's helped me, I take one day at a time or one step at a time. Puffin, partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. This was the energy I felt here with the Three of Discs, Three of Pentacles. Like I said, people are going to help you. They're going to be pivotal in your journey. Some of you may need to learn to cultivate your 7th house energy. Libra, that's your polar sign, of being able to connect with others, being vulnerable, and learning to release control and to trust others, especially if you collaborate, if you share your own stories, and trusting people with that space, with that knowledge, that sanctity, if you will. That may be hard for some of you, trusting people, and that may be something that you've experienced in your life, is betrayal. Let's wrap up with final messages from the Starseed Oracle. Thank you all so much for your patience. I know your reading went on longer, but I felt that there was a lot of stuff that came through. Some of you are starting something big. What messages do the Starseeds have for my Aries, please? Thank you. Hold on. Some flipped. Some flipped here. Yep. You know what's interesting? Look what we have at the bottom of the deck. Do you guys see like all the messages about light? It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. You all are being called right now, activated. And there's fear around it, of course. When you're doing something different, there's fear. We got abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. I didn't show you guys this, but at the bottom of this deck, the Soul Path deck, and you guys got adversity earlier, you got service. I feel good when I can help others. So again, some of you are stepping into professions. Your mission may be to serve and help others. I'm getting healing. Freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. That's the independence in you all, your first house. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Yep. This taps into awakening. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. Ooh. You know what? This taps, we had a lot of Venusian, Taurus energy, as I mentioned earlier, and that taps into your self-value, self-worth. That could have been something else too that you've been learning. Like I said, shitload of challenges. Change, transformation. You guys came here with huge ass, your contract was big. You guys chose to learn a lot in this lifetime. Some of you are old souls and feel like that. Some of you, one of you, the lessons you've learned or are learning right now is how to value yourself. I'm getting Libra South Node. Some of you are learning to value yourself separately from your partners, especially romantic partners, but from people, from skills, abilities, degrees, all of that. You're learning to value yourself as you are. Reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. This is about people mirroring ourselves, mirroring the things we need to heal. It's all lessons. We're all helping each other on this journey in Earth. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. The matrix was mentioned in that dragon oracle too. Don't you like it when there's synchronicities like this? Some of you may be called to work with dragons, unicorns. My Aries, wow, what a beautiful reading. I hope this brought answers and clarity for those of you that this resonates with. If it resonates, I'd love to hear your comments. I respond to everyone. I truly appreciate your time, patience, because I know yours is probably among the longest for this month. Thank you so much for being here again. I'm really grateful. And if this helped in any way or you got anything out of it, I would love it if you could please support me and my channel and like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of August and I will see you soon. Take care.